This is your announcer, Chuck Landington, welcoming you to the Metal Injection Livecast. Metallica announced a covers album where 53 artists will be covering Metallica songs. I can't believe those cowards rejected my submission. I had the perfect cover of That Time James Kicked Dave Mustaine's Dog. I even got Bob Cup to play the dog. Your loss, Metallica. The Metal Injection Livecast starts now.
Chuck did not clear that with me. Welcome to the Metal Injection Livecast. It's Rob here with the Uges, Sid, and 3D. And we have a special guest filling in for Noah. We have the Master of the Hat podcast. We have our buddy Lonnie on the air.
Hi, Lonnie.
Welcome, Lonnie.
Hey guys, I'm still working. I just need like 10 more minutes. Is that cool?
Do your work on the air. Let everybody know.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I can show you my boring emails.
Nice.
Oh, thanks for having me. Hi, everyone.
Well,
we don't have you yet. You're still on the clock.
That's true. I can multitask though.
well, I want to bring in our special guest right away. He's been waiting for a few minutes.
Welcome, Lonnie.
I'm very excited. We have another special guest. We're bringing him on now. He is a terrific musician, and I'm excited to have him on. James, can you hear us?
I hear you. You hear me?
Yes, we do. Thank you for joining us. My name is Rob, here with Sid, Darren, and Lonnie. You'll see them. I'm going to be doing most of the talking, but I'm really excited to be talking to you about your project. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Gost. Is that correct?
Sure. Yeah, it's Ghost, but it took like a life of its own because of the spelling. Probably like 3 years ago, everybody started saying Gost. So.
Oh, Gost. Okay. Well, I like to say Ghost personally, but I was informed by your PR.
Oh well.
I like to add an extra W to Goust, like gout, but.
Yes. Yeah, that's what you want people thinking of when they think of your musical project. They want think about gout.
That's got to be a band already anyway.
Probably. It's probably some of the members from Guar.
Where are you calling us from? Where are you dialing in from?
I'm home in Longview, Texas.
Okay. And so I've been a big fan, as you know, Metal Injection. We've been big supporters of Gost. I was always curious, you know, like the synthwave thing exploded. I want to say in the last few years, but it's been a while now. Did you always have like an interest in both like dark and heavy music and then also the more dancey synth stuff?
Yeah. I mean, you know, early on in like the 80s, I was really into like Depeche Mode and, you know, Tears for Fears, everything everybody was into, but also like suicidal tendencies. And, you know, I went through like hardcore into like doom, into like grind, and then slowly found my way back to electronic.
And so, yeah, I do feel like in the late aughts, there was a big like dark electronic moment that kind of molded into like what's now synthwave. What do you think kind of like kicked that all off?
I don't really know, man. I guess the movie Drive really had a big part to play in synthwave as a genre. I know personally, I started trying to do electronic music, and then Drive came. Like I'd given up because it's harder than people think, and I'd kind of given up. And then I saw Drive, and I was like inspired again. And I think me and a lot of the other guys were inspired by that movie as well at the same time. So it just kind of happened naturally.
So is it Gost because of Gosling? Is that what you've discovered?
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Well, also, what's really impressed me is how you've evolved the sound. Like the music on Behemoth, which came out in 2015, doesn't like there's similarities to it, but it sounds completely different from like your more recent stuff, and even like your 2019 release, which I just could not stop listening to. Even that, like that had like a more Depeche Mode vibe than like a hard synth vibe. Do you find that you're like constantly trying to do something new and different? You don't want to like repeat yourself?
Absolutely. It's weird. You know, we live in like a time where you can get anything you want right when you want it. And I think a lot of bands find comfort in like staying the same, and a lot of fans do as well. You know, when I was growing up, all the bands that I was really like inspired by in my teen years and early 20s, everybody changed. It's just the way it was. And it seems like in some respects now, a lot of people are less willing to take that chance. I'm not really sure why, except for the fact that, you know, with the internet comes like instant criticism, and, you know, people don't like change as a whole, or at least they fight it sometimes. But for me personally, I have to change. I'm always changing personally, like with my style, what I'm listening to at the time. So yeah, I mean, I have to change.
And I noticed, so like 2019 was the full length release of Valediction, which again, I was not able to stop listening to, especially Dreadfully Pious. That song was like stuck in my head for weeks. It was like the biggest earworm. And since then, you've just kind of released singles. Do you think that like the kind of way artists are releasing music is changing? Are you more into the single release now, or is it kind of leading up to another album?
It's leading up to a new album. It's just we started planning the release schedule of the new record during the pandemic. So it was like, how do we do this? You know, I mean, no one's ever been through this during our lifetime. So it was like, I guess let's just release more music before the album comes out, because we started doing this before touring really came back, or was coming back, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't know that I was going to be able to support it this fall and things like that. So we decided to go the single route. Yeah.
So is the new album done, or are you still working on it?
No, it's finished. It's all done.
Is there a release date? Like, give us the scoop here.
Yeah. The release date's Friday the 13th, August 13th.
Oh, okay, great. I'm very excited, and it could like obviously I dig the single "A Fleeting Whisper." Is that kind of a good intro to what fans could expect on the album?
Yeah, it's got heavier moments than that. I think, like when I explain it from my perspective, it's like everything I've tried in the past, like from Behemoth to Valediction, it's everything kind of wrapped up into one more cohesive package.
Cool. And what are you listening to nowadays? Like, do you listen to electronic? Do you not? Do you avoid it?
No, I listen to James from Perturbator. You know, we always share back and forth when we're producing new stuff. So I've been listening to his new record quite a bit. There's a band called Mon Exis. I think they're French. That's kind of really industrial sounding. I liked the last Code Orange record. The new Def Heaven single was pretty awesome. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just kind of listening to the things that people throw at me here and there. I've been so, you know, like tunnel vision with the new album that when I'm writing a new record, I kind of forget about music for a while, and that people are releasing things. So when it's done, I decompress, and I'm just now in that phase where I'm like, okay, I can listen to music for fun again now.
Right. It doesn't feel like work, basically.
Yeah.
What was that? Could you say that? What was that band? Mon Exis? That sounds interesting. How does it?
Yeah, I think it's a weird spelling. I want to say it's like MOANNEXIS or something like that. It's something close to that.
Okay.
It's really good though.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
kind
I've been
like,
a very sorry.
It's kind of 9 Inch Nails-y, but like with a newer production kind of.
Yeah, I've been. That's exactly kind of what I'm looking for now. Like I've been on a big industrial kick myself lately. I love the faker the drum, the more I'm into it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like in general, industrial is really making a like with synthwave and kind of like I feel like Ministry's having a moment. 9 Inch Nails, they're doing all these shows. I feel like industrial is very in right now.
Yeah.
In general. And I feel like the mainstream is kind of paying attention too. It's not just in the underground. Like Hellfest, they have a whole industrial stage next year. Set up with like 9 Inch Nails and Killing Joke and
good stage. Yeah, it's insane.
So it's really cool to see because I always kind of I was a little too young to kind of really get into the 90s industrial scene here in New York. So I always kind of feel like I missed out, and I'm trying to catch up.
Right.
So what do you do for fun when you're not doing music? How do you kind of kill time?
Honestly, dude, lately I've just been enjoying not traveling and like going to the lake and shit, just like being a regular ass person for a while, without, planning my life a year in advance. So it's just been kind of like doing as little as possible outside of music that I can do.
Are you looking forward to hitting the road, or is it kind of like you have to amp yourself up?
I wasn't like I don't know, I guess like maybe the first 6 or 7 months I was cool with it, but now I'm getting kind of antsy.
You're ready. Yeah, I'm in between. I really want to go to a show, but then I also don't want to leave my house. It's very difficult.
Leave your house every day, Rob.
Well, I mean,
like,
I walk my dog.
Shit.
Yeah, I go to but like, I mean, I don't, go into social gatherings and such.
Yeah.
I'm still isolated at the beach. I'm not talking to people.
But it's the social. There's people there. It's just like the band is the water, so they're all just the stage is the water. You're already doing it, Rob.
I actually went out in Dallas last weekend, and it was extremely fucking weird. Like, I had like built it up. I was like, I'm gonna fucking party. It's gonna be great. And the whole time I was just like, this seems dangerous. There's too many people.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Right.
ended up not really enjoying myself, but yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I still have those thoughts as well. It's kind of hard to get over that in an enclosed space, even though I'm vaccinated. But still, it's still a hopeful time just in general. Just that things are opening up. I'm really glad, and like that the cases are down, and like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. As long as this Delta variant doesn't.
Let's not mention the other variants. Let's pretend like they don't exist.
So well, that's awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to the new music, and thank you for taking some time to hang out with us here. And I'm definitely going to check out this Mon Exist, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you live. Like, what could fans expect from the live show? There's only two of you, so I'm assuming you have to give the fans something visual to look at.
Yeah, it really depends on like what kind of tour comes in. So we're looking at like support runs first, because all the big bands are touring first. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to get top bill, and don't want to really compete with some of those people. But we're really focusing a lot on the sound, and there'll be some visual surprises. Hopefully, just depends. I mean, if we end up on a big support tour, then we won't have much time to put things together as far as like front of house lighting and shit like that. So it'll really just depend. If things go exactly how I want them, then I'm gonna add a drummer and we'll be doing a headline run, and so it'll be completely different.
I see. That'd be great. That'd be really So I guess it's like once you get the offer, then you kind of figure out the stage show and what you can get away with.
Absolutely. I'm kind of planning for both right now. So I've got like a drummer that I'm sending tracks to, and I'm planning my own lights, and I'm also planning, just running like with some crazy projection or something if I have to open for someone. So planning for both, hoping for the best. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. Well, I'm very much looking forward to it. I will absolutely be at the New York show whenever there is one. I promise I will leave the house for that one.
All right. I'll hold you to it.
And the new album comes out August 13th. It's a Friday, easy to remember. And also you performed on Slay at Home this past weekend on Frank's little festival. So that was very cool. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I again cannot give you my seal of approval enough. I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. The world needs more dark industrial.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, James.
All right. Take care.
Bye, James.
That was Gost, as I assumed.
Well, you assumed like 18 different names, and then
I always said Gost until when I was setting up the interview. I was just like, I just want to be clear, because I've never said it out loud to anyone else. I was just in my head, it's Gost. I was just like, oh, I just want to make sure. And so she was like, oh, it's Gost.
What did was this delivered to you via email, this pronunciation?
Yes. But spelled out phonetically.
They should have sent you like an MP3 where they just say it. They like set it into their voice
You're right.
recorder. But we got there. We figured it out.
yeah.
We made it happen.
Were you, since that discussion about the pronunciation happened right in the beginning, were you sitting there in terror the whole time thinking that you
No.
pronounced it wrong? Oh, okay.
No, he's cool about it. He seems cool about it. I hope he's not.
We'll see when you ask for a guest list spot.
Or a Gost list spot. I'm going to send an MP3 with the correct pronunciation of that later.
I imagine he would play like St. Vitus or something. I don't need a guest list spot for that. I could pay for that. Don't roll your eyes at me, Lonnie.
It was something else actually.
Oh, okay.
It was a work thing. He was checking it. Somebody slacked him. Is that a thing you
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'd be looking this way though. That's where
You've
that's
got
where
a
the slack
two-screen
is.
experience
It's contained
going
over
on?
there.
So two-screen.
Yeah,
Wow.
of course. That's professional up in here.
Only two? Fuck. Come on.
That's how much
Yeah.
of a baller Lonnie is, though. He has a separate computer just for podcasting, and he only comes on our show once a year.
That's right. I got to get the podcast computer ready.
Firing up.
It's an old Commodore 64. Exclusively for podcasting.
Yeah, that's right.
Really quick before we move on, I want to mention if you'd like to support the podcast, please add us on social media. We post every day. We post video clips from the podcast for free. We post little memes. There's a nice photo of Sid and his cat we posted earlier this week. And information about the show. So you can add us on Facebook, facebook.com/Metal Injection Livecast. We're on Twitter @MI Livecast, and we're on Instagram. Metal Injection Livecast is the username. So please add us. And if you really want to show your love, really want to show your support, add us on Patreon. Join our Patreon. For $5 a month, you get access to at least 2 bonus episodes a month. That's 2 extra episodes on top of all the free ones we do every Tuesday. And you get access. Sid does a TV column. We do Zoom hangouts, lots of fun stuff. Patreon.com/Metal Injection Livecast. We just posted an episode. Noah joined us. It was the Livecast. We did a watch along of old Metal Injection sketches that some of them predate the Livecast even. We did an American Idol parody. We did a Saturday Night Live parody and a little sketch with the Moscow Metal Minute. It was very fun. And then at the top of the month, we also did an episode where we watched Kiss and the Phantom of the Park, one of the worst, maybe the worst movie we watched.
One of the worst movies, but one of my favorite episodes of our Patreon shows.
It made
I didn't even know that existed. That's a movie?
Yeah. Our Patreon or the Kiss movie?
No, the Patreon I definitely knew existed. But the Kiss movie.
It was a TV movie from like, what was it, 1978, 1979, something like that. It aired once and never again.
It's like when they meet Scooby-Doo.
More or less.
It's like that. It's the very same energy as the Star Wars holiday special.
All right, well, don't give too much away because I'm going to have to give my hard-earned dollars to the Patreon so that I can listen to you guys eviscerate this movie.
You could watch it. You could watch with us.
This video.
I can watch it with you? What time? Where at Sid's place?
Yeah. You have to sit on my lap.
That's a high tier though.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's going to be a lot of tears.
Yep.
Sid will cry into your chest for $500 donation.
Just thinking about the
He
money.
gives me the
wasted.
donation though. That's a donation to me.
Depends what you're wearing when you sit on my lap. You got to earn that donation.
But let's get into it. The big news of the day is Metallica announced a big old box set for the Black Album, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary.
Can I ask a question here? You say a big old box set. Is that in the promotional materials from Metallica, or are you adding that in?
That's not the official marketing language. No, that's me.
I was about to say.
So the album is going to be reissued on CD, vinyl, and cassette. They're remastering it.
Why cassette? Why is that necessary?
There's a big, not big, but it's a nice
bigger than
niche
you
market.
think.
Yeah, it's they're people want cassettes. It's a collector's
there was just
item.
nothing good about cassettes. There was what we had at the time, but there was nothing good about it that you'd want to relive it.
It's the smallest medium.
What about mini discs? Those were smaller.
More expensive.
Who used mini discs?
Nobody.
I don't remember that. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't know why we'd go back to that. But also, is the Metallica album, wait, are you sponsoring this or something? I don't want to mess this up.
No, this is not an ad.
It's just a news item?
Yes.
Isn't it on Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can listen to it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they're doing a collector's item.
Oh, yeah, right.
And so it has the original album. It has a Sad But True picture disc.
It's sad but true that there's a picture disc, or it's a picture disc of sad but true.
Sad but true.
The pictures are sad, but also true.
There's a picture of Sid crying into someone's chest while they sit on his lap.
Not true yet, but we can make that happen. That picture is with the Unforgiven. Is where that one is.
That's sad and might one day be true.
If somebody makes me listen to this reissue, I'll be crying into their chest.
I've heard Enter Sandman enough, for fuck's sake.
So then there's going to be a Live in Wembley EP, a Live in Moscow double LP, 2 interview CDs.
Oh God.
5 CDs of demos and rough mixes, an additional 6 live CDs, 6 live and behind the scenes DVDs, and a lyric folder, a lanyard, tour laminates, guitar picks, and a 120-page book filled with never before seen photos and stories from those who were there.
What's the suggested retail price?
Yeah, it sounds very expensive.
It's $225 for the box set, which honestly
what is
doesn't feel like that much.
That's not bad. That's under $3. That's fantastic.
$225.
Oh.
They're in
That's sad, but not true. What does the vinyl look like? Is it got like a crazy color?
There's
People
a bunch of
crazy color vinyls.
Hold on, let me get a.
It's probably just black. It's the Black Album. Come on.
Is there a live stream of James Hetfield's toilet, and then they text alert you when he goes to take a shit, so you can watch?
He shits out cassettes, so that might work out well.
You can't tell if it's him pissing or hiss. There's what? 6 DVDs of interviews. Is that what you said? Did I hear that right?
Yes.
6 hours.
Who are they interviewing?
No, 6 DVDs themselves.
God.
What? Oh.
If you buy this box set and you watch and listen to every piece of content, by the time you're done, every member of Metallica will be eligible for Social Security.
I just
that
realized
might be now.
I just realized that joke that Lonnie just slipped in there. Who are they interviewing? Like they're doing a Barbara Walters style platform. Where just...
Yeah, that'd be great. They're like interviewing Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Bishop Desmond Tutu.
They should
Sits
do
down
that.
with
That's nice.
Kirk Hammett.
This is
Kirk
what
Cameron.
like the whole package looks like.
That's too pixelated. Can you find me a high res image?
Those,
or at least a GIF? I don't understand it if it's not in an animated GIF format.
Rob, part of that image is Lonnie's screen you're showing. That's his HR notes there. That you turn that off.
That does. Yep. My HR notes. How did you know they look like the cover of Kerrang?
Yeah,
They do.
Oh, the legal pad paper. But yeah, that's funny. Who is that? All Metallica on there? Because they look like they have long hair. I don't recognize them.
Yes, these are 3 different Metallica covers from the time. And so, but another thing they announced was a release called the Metallica Blacklist, which is going to be an album of covers of songs
by James Spader.
Oh my God!
No, they're interviewing him on the 6 DVDs.
Who even remembers the Blacklist with James Spader? No, I don't think so.
95% of your watching and listening audience. I did the math. That's why I mentioned it there, because we have to this is targeted media here, Rob. Get with it.
That's what he was working on. What do you think this is?
But don't worry, fans. We won't blacklist you.
So this Blacklist, it's an album, 53 artists covered songs from the Black Album. So obviously there's only 12. There's only 12 or so songs, so there's multiple multiple covers
Pop
of the
is
same
on
song.
this?
All of them are Enter Sandman, though. It's just like
So-
a collection
no, it's
of
not.
all the 9 trillion people that covered Enter Sandman. in the
No,
last
no,
year.
these are all, I believe, new covers.
That's just-
We just had a dude on from that third band, right?
No,
Almost.
this is a different Ghost. this is a different Ghost.
John
There's two-
Party. There's Jay Balvin.
Saint Vincent. Who's Jay Balvin?
He's like a Latin music superstar. He did that
Yeah,
song with Justin Bieber.
Juanes is another.
He had
Latin
McDonald's
star.
here.
Oh, the
Is that a-
Neptunes.
Is that
Got-
a
gotta
typo
cover.
down there where it says "Don't tread on else matters," or is that they're being cute and did 2 songs in one? Look, Sebastian, "Don't tread on else matters."
Maybe they did a double.
Click on
That's
it
how-
and let's listen to it.
Did you cut and paste this, Rob, or did you transcribe?
This is from the press release.
Okay,
No,
so
cut
it's
and
not your
paste.
fault if it's wrong.
They're
Phoebe
all
Miley Cyrus, Phoebe Bridgers.
Darius
Yeah.
Rucker.
There,
My
there
God,
is a teaser of the covers too. Shall we take a
Oh,
listen?
Yeah,
I
can't
guess.
Wait.
Wait, was Roxette on that list?
What?
I think PG Roxette.
What is
Oh, I don't know
PG
what that is.
Roxette?
That's Roxette,
oh,
but
they
they
have-
don't get naked.
It's
No,
Roxette, but
that's
they're
them with.
pretty good.
No, it's them with Paul George.
There's no entry for PG Roxette.
Oh, but Per Gessel is the guy from Roxette.
Oh,
Did
see,
the-
so it's
did
the
the
dude
lady-
from Roxette.
Did
Legal
the lady
battle.
She
from
died.
Roxette
She
die? So
died.
then maybe
Yeah,
that's
she
it.
died. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
It was right after they agreed to this song.
What could- she was the whole thing of Roxette. Like, who
Yeah.
wants to hear Roxette with just this guy?
Metallica, I guess.
Yeah, I want R-rated Roxette, not PG
Yeah,
Roxette. That's
exactly.
bullshit. I play this junk.
Crash it.
Blackened Recordings presents
Oh, this isn't the
One
song.
Yeah.
album.
What?
this is Enter Sandman. This is Juanes's cover of Enter Sandman.
No
What?
way.
Yeah, this is the
just the-
beginning of it.
53 artists
12 songs, repeated
Unlimited
87 times
possibilities.
each.
covering their favorite songs from the Black Album.
Oh, I hear
All
it now.
profits go to charity. Out September 10th.
Can I just say it said unlimited possibilities, but it seems like it's limited to 53, right?
Yes, it's just limited to 12 songs you've heard
Yeah,
47,000 times.
Seems fairly limited.
I want to do a song from Ride the No, fuck you. Just the Black Album. And it's not limited.
Sorry, JC Chazé. You can't be on this because you only like the old stuff.
Ah,
September 10th.
the Fat Boys do Disposable Heroes next month.
Oh boy.
I'd venture say that even this doesn't matter. But go
I want
ahead.
to point out. So they released the full version of Miley Cyrus's cover of "Nothing Else Matters,"
Okay.
and it's exactly what Darren says. It's like, why even bother doing it if it's exactly the same song? You know, she does the vocals a little differently. And the other thing that kind of, I don't know if annoyed me, but it's pretty funny to me. We'll get back to the other ones, but I just want to quickly mention this. I don't know if you remember a few months ago, we talked about how the headlines were Miley Cyrus is working on a Metallica covers album.
Mhm.
And the way she said it, or the way maybe I
Yeah,
interpreted it,
that it
was that
was-
there was going to be like Miley doing various
Yeah.
Metallica covers. But now I realize what it is she's contributing one song
Yeah.
to this compilation of Metallica covers. There's only one.
Which makes
Miley
much
cover.
more sense.
Yeah, because
Are
I was
you-
like, go ahead.
Are you disappointed or relieved?
More disappointed. Go ahead.
Of these two options being offered to me, I'd much rather hear a full album of Miley Cyrus doing different Metallica songs.
The thing is, when I heard that she would do it, I was like, well, what songs could they possibly tackle? Like, she's not going to fucking do Battery, you know? Like, and I knew, like, to me, I was like, okay, Nothing Else Matters. Obviously, she has to do that. That's an easy one. Unforgiven, maybe. Or,
Those are the only
Wrecking
three.
Ball.
I was going to say those are the only three
No,
Metallica songs Rob
Where
knows.
do I take this pain of my... What's that song?
Until It Sleeps.
Until It Sleeps. Like, so I figured it'd be like mostly like Reload song, but like, so for me, it was like, what songs could she possibly pick? But no, it's just one song.
What was the song with Marianne Faithfull? It seems like her voice is so
Oh, yeah.
Marianne Faithfully that she could do all the parts of that song.
The memory remains.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
she
that
sort
would
of
have been
sounds
good.
like that already.
Yeah, but I guess
Why-
we
what-
won't. We won't.
Let me ask you something. Why can't she do Battery? What do spin on it?
She could do it. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I could see her doing like safer stuff.
But Tori Amos did Slayer. Why can't Miley Cyrus do a heavy metal?
Yeah, I agree.
She did all of them.
No, she did. She did
Yes,
Raining Blood.
and she did a cover of Slayer too.
Rob's gonna choke.
Choke on my
picturing
water.
That wasn't a very PG Tori Amos joke there.
that.
All right, let's get back to these samples.
Oh, thank goodness we're back to this.
This one sounds interesting.
Leroy likes this.
Actually, this kind of was intrigued by it. Oh, this is terrible.
The fuck is White Reaper?
This sounds good.
This sounds identical to the song, but worse.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with some of these.
Oh yes.
But see, that's just the same song translated. They just ran it through Google Translate. That's not. I hate this song. So none of this.
Yeah, I was like,
matters
how
to me.
many ways can you possibly interpret Nothing Else Matters? They're all going to be the same, you know.
It's
I
the
want like a
song-
electronic disco version.
There wasn't that on the Die Krups album that the electronic
Oh, really?
Metallica album. I think it was.
Okay.
That came
Well,
out in like right after the Black album came out.
What? Wait, what is this?
Die Krups, DIEKRUPPS. They put out an industrial cover album of all Metallica. They weren't all Black albums.
Oh wow,
That's when
we'll
it
have to link
came out, though. They have one on there.
Oh,
My morning
God,
jacket.
Fuck out of here.
At least
Oh
it
my
sounds different.
But not enough.
Ah! Oh my God! It's a pop song.
It's better. That song sucks. The last two songs on the Black album are totally just tacked on to pad it out.
My friend, My Friend of Misery gets stuck in my head so much, like just the misery.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
It's a
part.
good riff, but it's just so it's like there's nothing to it. It's just fluff. I didn't struggle within. I noticed on that list here, only one person did the struggle within.
Oh yeah, Rodrigo and Gabriella. They've done
that's
some
so two
really.
people.
They've done some really good metal, and it's going to be instrumental. They've done really good covers of Metallica. They've really made it their own. I highly recommend.
Yeah, we played one on here once, I think.
Yeah.
Same exact song.
Oh my God.
Just different but worse. I give them half credit. Same song but with a female vocalist.
This I'm really curious about. Sure.
Who's this for? This is like
Oh, this should be fun. Although, oh no, Mongolian metal.
oh, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, the Hue is fun.
The who?
The Hue.
Oh, the Hue.
There's
My
no way it's the
publicist,
Hue.
the PR
Max.
person told me it was the Who.
Max isn't a fan though. Is that his name, Max?
Yeah.
I prefer the guest Hue. Okay, this falls into at least it's different, but it's worse category.
Here's
Yes.
Gabriella.
This is good. This is legit good. Terrible.
It's again, they're all the same. You can't do anything with the song.
Yeah, I've heard like 5 maybe that would be
Now, can I
out of
ask, like,
80.
do we know like the Chris Stapleton? Oh, Leroy's fucking whacking off right now. He
He
doesn't
just
hear the
nutted.
show anymore. Do we know like the process? Like, did the artist pick the songs? Were they assigned songs? Like, how did this work?
The artist picked the songs from the press release. It sounded.
And
like.
then they all
were
picked
just-
Enter Sandman, and
Right?
they all had to get reassigned a different song. Like 11/12 of them had. to.
You
Was
make
it like
a good
ranked
point.
choice voting? Like our
I feel like more
Democratic
people
primary?
probably pick Nothing Else Matters than.
it seems like half
Enter
of these are
Sandman.
Nothing Else Matters.
Yeah, like look at just.
Yeah, you're right.
It looks like yeah.
Is that the easiest one to do?
It's the most
Absolutely.
Is that why?
silly one.
Yeah.
Like if you fancy yourself an actual vocalist, that's the one where you could like do the most masturbatory shit. I feel like.
I think if you're a good artist, you can do that masturbatory shit with any song. You could take Battery and like Stevie Wonder could have done Battery or something and made it a great song. But these are just easy songs for shitty artists or mediocre artists to do.
Yeah, they didn't want to take too much time thinking about the Metallica catalog. They're just like, all right, what's the one that would be easiest to do? Let's knock this out in a weekend.
You
Bing,
nailed
bang,
it.
boom. Disappointed in you, Chris Stapleton.
No. Ugh, sludge. And it's not even different. It's the same pace.
Sturgill Simpson said, only if I can do something from Ride the Lightning. Otherwise, fuck out of here. The chats? Can we go back to where that guy was reading off a lyric sheet? Because he had
That's
never
not
heard
his
the song
song.
before?
It's not his song. He doesn't know the words.
But he's not even pretending.
Doesn't James Hetfield probably have to read off his phone at this point?
Yeah, but he's smart enough not to show himself doing it in a video.
And James has a flip phone, so it's more difficult.
He only has to change something. He has to use T9 word.
Off. Wow. Okay. Keith Morris. This is sort of cool.
He's got the words up there too.
Yeah.
No, Lonnie loves this band, Biffy Clyro.
Yeah, who doesn't like Biffy
Oh,
Clyro?
This is an interesting take.
Oof.
This is going to be basically the same.
Oh, God.
Same.
Oh.
That's already a country song to start with.
I really love Wherever I Ever. I feel it's like.
Can you go back to the guy doing that at the door? That was tremendous. Look at how angry he
fucking
was.
cornball.
He's like, yeah, I got to take a shit right now.
What is that guy doing? He
Denim
looks
polo
like a
shirt.
demented Manning brother for some reason. Play that.
It's accurate.
So Manning wrote.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's swollen Randy Orton.
God bless the USA.
Oh, I'm curious about these hip hop ones.
Wait, was that just like a remix of the original version?
It was sampled.
The Neptunes sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah. Good work, Neptunes.
Was that
enough.
Aaron Beam, former
Wait,
LiveCast
what?
guest?
Hold on.
It was, right?
There's too much is happening here. I
Yeah.
need to-
Wait, what?
What? PG Roxette? I'm confused.
There was a woman there in PG Roxette.
Yeah.
The Portugal
Yeah.
the Man one, though, features Aaron
Oh.
Beam, who was on our
Do you
show a
th-
few weeks ago.
Do
Right?
you think the woman from Roxette might have been like the Goust of the original member of Roxette?
I think it's
Or
pronounced
no.
the ghost of the original member.
My the
No, but in
PR
Sweden, they say
it was-
Goust.
It was Roxette. Roxette.
Roxette? Roxette? Oh, Aaron Beam is from Red Fang. That's what you meant. Previously. I was like, what? Portugal the Man?
No, Aaron Beam.
That actually didn't sound bad. That's it.
Okay.
I enjoy
This
this.
is different.
Classic rock.
Oh, dear.
Sounds like little Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young doing Metallica. Pass.
This I'm looking forward to. They do really good covers.
It's just that it's Enter Sandman, though.
I almost said Gost for Ghost. I'm so confused now.
Are you talking to Ghost's PR
That's
person
awesome.
right now?
Is it because of what's behind you?
Rob is shook.
Yeah, so that's I
guess.
look, if I have to say it'll be I want to check it out. You know, some of these sound better than others. It seems like a very ambitious project, and it should be like this is their biggest release. It still sells fucking 5,000 copies a week or whatever.
I have an idea from a
Week?
very
a
very
week.
idea for a very painful Patreon bonus episode where we do thrash it or trash it for every single track.
It's at least 53 minutes of that.
I think that could be interesting.
I was just about to say, like, I anticipate when I listen to this a lot of like play and then all right, fuck this. All right, play the next one. Fuck this. It sucks.
Yeah.
I can't
It's
imagine
4 CDs, but it might take like half an hour to listen to.
Right, but we have on part of our shows we have to listen to a minute.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
but I'm
way
saying
more.
if you were just listening at home by
Oh, yeah.
yourself.
Sure, but
I would say, look, there's 7 LPs. There's probably at least 1 LP of listenable music.
you're being generous. Oh, LP. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant only
There's
the
7
covers.
albums
I thought you meant only the covers.
of the covers. Yeah,
There's 7 albums of covers.
It's 7 LPs, 4 CDs. So it's 4
Okay.
CDs of covers. So out of the
1 out of
4, so
4.
25%, I would say.
Are the CDs like broken up by genre, or is it just random or track list? Like, what's the how do they divide it up?
It looks like the track list. Based on how the press release is sorted out,
I think it's
it looks like the songs are arranged based on their appearance on the original album. So,
So you have to hear "Let Nothing Else Matters" 15 times in a
Yeah.
row. Oh
a
my
bad
God.
choice.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. It looks like
How many
it looks like-
cassettes are there?
it does not look like the Blacklist is out on cassette.
What a shame. This is cassette erasure.
Is Erasure one of the bands doing a Metallica?
I think they were in there. Yeah.
Let's
PG
watch the-
erasure is.
Let's watch the trailer for the whole shebang trailer.
Okay. Seen it. Does Jason Newsted get the same amount of money from this as all the other guys?
Well, I don't know if he gets the same as the other guys, but he gets the same as he always got, I'm sure.
Oh, right. It already wasn't the same when he was in the band.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Kurt's getting the same amount as Lars and James.
Well, they have writing credits, and those two have less writing credits.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets the performance credit. Okay, it's just a basic commercial.
Yeah.
We don't have to. But yeah, so I want to say this is also a decent investment for those more capitalistically minded listeners of ours, because the last deluxe box set issue. Let me look this up.
Is there an
They did,
NFT?
It was 91. It was the live
No.
shit, right?
They did no. They've been putting out box sets for all the albums. So they did a Justice for All remaster, and I believe so. Also, it cost $200, but then they were so limited that they started selling them. They started going for over $2,000 or $2,500, something like that. Let me
So
see.
people should buy it because it's an investment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to invest, buy up some stock, PlayStation style.
Yeah, I'm in Metallica flipping. I don't know if you're familiar. Very lucrative at the moment.
I
can't remember, Rob. They're not paying you to talk about this thing now, or they said they are.
They're not paying me to talk about it.
Oh,
Did you get a free copy or something? Did
Probably
you?
not getting
It's been like 20 minutes. You
I was
should
gonna
get
say.
something.
Yeah, it was the S&M vinyl. Sorry, it wasn't the Justice release. So they did the S&M 2, and they did a big box set. And I guess because they were so limited,
Back to spreadsheets.
I don't do spreadsheets.
That's for the
That's
peons.
for other people. Yeah.
They're Hank in accounting. Hi, Hank.
In other news, we had D. Snyder was. Oh no! Before we talk about D. Snyder, I want to talk about this Foo Fighters show. So Foo Fighters played Madison Square Garden.
Did you have a good time?
Did you go?
I did not go, and I'm all right with it. I had no FOMO. In fact, I had the opposite of FOMO. I had I don't know what no fo.
Fear of
No.
not missing out. FONMO.
No fear of missing out. Nefamo.
The opposite would be fear of not missing out.
So
Fuck, I'm experiencing something.
No, I think it would be like happy you missed out or something like that. I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
how you would go opposite. Happy
Hi-mo.
to
Hi,
miss
Mo.
out.
Happy you missed
It's
out.
Mo. Hi Mo? Okay.
That's what you
Yeah.
said.
Like my
The show
uncle.
was in High Motown, so yeah, it works out.
so like the big thing, so Foo Fighters played, and look, I said I'm very happy Madison Square Garden's open. Based on the big controversy was, of course, that it was only for fans who are vaccinated. But according to a few people that went to the show, they weren't exactly like doing hardcore checks for
Nothing-
these
no one is.
vaccination cards. They were just like, yeah, okay. Like the person who said it said that like in her area, no one was checking IDs. They just saw the vax card and like waved
So
you
you
along. So
theoretically could have brought someone else's vaccination card, is what you're implying?
yeah, that's what she was. That's what. Yeah, she was implying that, and she was asking others who went, and others basically said the same thing. So it wasn't quite that strict. But I guess, I guess for next time, people now know. But going into it, I guess people wouldn't have known.
Yeah, and like how much were the tickets? Do you know?
Expensive.
So yeah, would you spend that much with knowing you only had like a 50-50 shot of actually getting in if you're non-vaxxed? Like, would you?
That's the other thing I wonder about. If you can't get in because you're not vaxxed, do you get a refund? You know, like
There's
how does that
probably
work?
some kind
Probably
of
not.
disclaimer that says you're purchasing this with
Yeah.
the understanding that you're vaccinated, and if you're not, you're still liable for the price.
I've been to one arena event and like, yeah, they don't. You flash the thing on the phone that says like you're vaccinated. I stole the phone from someone who was vaccinated and then just like showed it, and they don't really look at it, you know, because they're people who work at an arena.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah,
not.
they-
It's not
they
like the
hate their
security
lives.
people that are doing it. It's like they look at it and they're like they're not going to check that it's you.
Yeah.
Like it like that's just. I think that's just the reality of it.
Then I understand. I'm not putting this on the workers at all. I get their lack of enthusiasm, but why even bother them? You know, it's
Right.
all just for show.
Well, a lot of these places are not even bothering, like outside of concerts, like at the gym. I went to the gym and you walk in and it's just no one has masks. So I go up to the counter and I'm like, well, what's the policy here? And they go, well, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. So I'm like, how are you verifying whether they're vaccinated? So they're like, we're not. So really, anyone, it just means translated, anyone can just walk in without a mask and then have COVID and cough on people.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much going to be like the way this goes. It's just going to go on the honor system because a lot of places aren't really like not going to take the time to do that. They're going to just kind of be like, if you're vaccinated and you're here, cool. And then if you're not, like your life is in your own hands, I guess. I don't know. And for the arena thing, like I know you weren't putting it on the workers at all, but I think that there's still something to saying like you have to be vaccinated to get into the show, and like that's on all of the like marketing about it, and that like they are checking whether they're like 100% thorough or not. There is some level of looking at something. Like you'd have to really like attempt to falsify something or fake someone out in order to get past it.
But also that's just in New York. Like that's not in California. I mean, not just in New York. There's a few other states, but a lot of states are not doing it. Texas isn't doing it. Florida, California. Like Foo Fighters announced a show in California. It's not just for vaccinated people. You could also, you also can show up. At least they're doing. You could do proof of COVID, negative COVID test.
But I think it's just this was managed so badly, and by that I mean the whole response to COVID in general. That like something that could have been 3 months was really 18 months or so, and now everyone's just so anxious to get outside that they don't give a fuck that the restrictions are not being done correctly. Like they're happy that things are opening.
Yeah. Well, so far cases are down.
It's just a great
we're
way
heading there.
It's just a great way to incubate like variants and stuff that can beat vaccines and stuff,
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
We're doing all right.
You got to do the
for
vaccine, and I'm not anti-vaccine, but it's got to be in conjunction with masks and social distancing. It's not just I got a shot and I could do whatever the fuck I want now. Like, you got to really it has to be a coordinated effort. Like people are just they got jabbed and now that's it. Now you can do whatever. I don't think that's a good idea.
I wasn't doing whatever even before the pandemic, so I'm good.
Right.
I'll just continue not doing whatever.
I mean,
So the
Dave-
point I was getting to with the Foo
sorry.
Fighters show before we got off on the COVID tangent is like the big clip was Dave Chappelle gets on stage.
There's no way he's
and,
vaccinated.
and covers
And he
and
got in.
covers. Well, he probably has the antibodies because he had COVID a few months
I
ago.
guess. Probably has it again.
I could see him being vaccinated. So he came on stage and he did Radiohead's Creep. Now, if you're at all a fan of Dave Chappelle, you know that this is his like go-to karaoke song. He's been doing it at his comedy shows all year.
Really?
Yeah.
He sings karaoke at his comedy shows?
Well, he'll sing Creep. He'll sing
Why?
Creep. Like this is
Why
his,
does anyone
it's
want to
his
hear
jam.
that?
It's his jam. Anyway, people like
Where's the Eddie Murphy now? We got to hear him sing too. What the fuck is
first
this?
of all, like I totally forgot about this phenomenon when there's like a big show in your area. That like my entire feed was people posting from the Foo Fighters show, you know. And not my entire feed, but you know, like a good amount of posts of people, and just like, oh my God, Dave Chappelle just got on stage with Foo Fighters. This is crazy. You see what happens when you're vaccinated? You get this. And I'm just sitting at home being like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I couldn't care less about this. I mean, I cared about it in the sense that I knew it would get me some traffic, so that was nice. But as a fan, I'd be kind of, it wasn't like,
I don't know why a comedian coming to sing a song makes a concert better. That's like saying, man, I was at the Mets game last night and they let Bryan Cranston pitch the 9th inning. It was amazing. It's like,
That would be cool, though.
Huh?
You would
What?
talk about that.
not if you're a Mets fan, because he'd probably pitch poorly, Lonnie.
it's not
We were
even a song
already
where you,
losing 12-0.
Oh, I guess fair. If it's just garbage time, then I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
Save
How
the
do you?
bullpen.
I'm trying to work in Breaking Ball and Breaking Bad. Can you help me out?
You just did it. Good
That's
job.
tough.
Damn,
Good on
but there was no real joke.
It's fine. We appreciate the effort
All right, just edit it in.
in post. Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. He did okay, but it's like, it's not like you have to sing that song. You just talk it, you know?
I don't understand why that is. Like, if he wants to come and do he wants like roast Dave Grohl or something, like, cool, that might be interesting, but who cares about him singing a song?
Probably
Did-
just because it's like someone who's a
Famous.
known star and not in the band and surprisingly coming on to like sing a song. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that there is something to that.
I get.
How dare you be the least cynical of all of us
Yeah,
here, Lonnie?
right.
I also
That's
It's
me.
got to be the opposite.
I want to know who is posting.
Voice of
like,
reason.
See, this is what happens when you're vaccinated. You get treated like who? Forget Dave Chappelle for a second. Like what?
Yeah.
Who's doing this type of scold post? Like,
Yeah.
There was one.
Nobody posted that. Rob made it up. Nobody
I
posted
did not. It was like a
Who
retweet.
was it?
I
Out
saw.
them.
Show us
Out
then.
them.
All right, let me look.
Okay.
You guys keep chatting.
Do you have a
Yeah,
Rockers
yeah.
react to Dave Chappelle performing with the Foo Fighters post on Metal Injection?
No.
Meanwhile, you don't need to be vaccinated to get into this fucking show. Apparently, you could just have like a bazooka gum, fucking stick of rotten gum, and just hold it up, and they'll let you in.
What?
No,
I don't understand that one.
Those old gums that used to come in the baseball cards that were like the same.
No, I know what they are, but why does that? Why is okay?
Because it's the same size as a vaccination card, and it's not
okay,
a
that's fair.
vaccination card.
Right.
Could it just be like a Wade
yet
Boggs
in
rookie card?
2021, harder to find than an actual vaccination card.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's irony.
Here's the tweet. Get vaccinated to see Dave Chappelle sing "Creep" with the Foo Fighters.
But
This is supposed to encourage
That's not.
people?
That's not what you said. That's different.
Yeah.
Well,
And
okay.
are they being sarcastic? Like, I got
No.
vaccinated and all I got was this lousy cover song? Is that the joke?
No.
Do you guys want people to be vaccinated? Do you want
Yes.
people to be vaccinated?
Yeah, I'm not.
So all this Twitter user is doing is trying to encourage people to get vaccinated, but instead you're saying that he's just being showy.
But also, the show
I'm
already
not saying-
happened. It's too late now. You can't see this if you get
Well, you
vaccinated
could
now.
go to the LA show they had just announced.
But Sid, if you go vaccinated, other surprising, unexpected things will happen, like Dave Chappelle showing up and doing the thing he does at every single show that he
Yeah.
has.
It'll probably just be Kevin Hart, though.
Oh,
It's much worse.
I'm not getting vaccinated
No.
now. Fuck that.
No. Deal breaker. I'll unvaccinate to avoid having to see Kevin Hart sing.
I'll get COVID intentionally, so I'm guaranteed to be inside the house and not see that.
Nice excuse.
They did that Foo Fighters show in Queens, and it was Jim Brewer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear the cover song over the sound of this ventilator.
He just does this Pesci voice the whole time. He sings "Creep" in a Pesci voice.
That might be interesting, I
That
guess.
would be great. I guess Chappelle was in town because he did a movie screening. at
Radio City thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean, look, I like Dave Chappelle. I'm a big fan of Foo Fighters. It's just this did nothing for me.
Yeah.
Other than bring my website some traffic, which I guess is nice. So thank you for that, guys.
Rob, I think you're right. I think it was awful that there was a nice treat for the people that were at Madison Square Garden, where someone unexpected came out with a band that people liked to see, and they did an unexpected song, but definitely disgusted you. So it's all a real mistake and tragic error of judgment. You're right.
You had FIMO on that. I forgot what the acronym was.
Happy, it's like HIMO. Happy.
It's
You
Haifa.
missed
I
out.
think it was Haifa. Haifa.
No, that's when Noah's on the show.
It's not an acronym. It's just Haifa.
That's the next Foo Fighters concert. It's going to be at Haifa. And the Moshiach guy was going to come out to see Creep.
Get vaccinated. You get to see the Mashiach guy. He read his Haftorah. He read from the Talmud. Right after the Foo Fighters.
Where's the chat? I used to do this, and you'd be like, Stegosaurus Bob says blah 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 in the chat. Is that not a thing anymore?
We've got a Discord and a YouTube chat.
Oh, okay.
In our YouTube chat, Voodoo Chaos says Michigan removed all required COVID rules today. Stadiums and venues can resume full capacity.
Well, New York did the same thing like a week ago, right?
Yeah, but they're still not. The stadiums are still. They still have unvaccinated sections. So like people who haven't gotten vaccinated are allowed like the fairness of seeing a game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not.
Don't they have rapid testing now at Barclays? Like if you're not vaccinated, they test you right there. Someone told me that.
Oh, City Field has that too. But I was told it's like a long ass line, and it's not worth it to do.
So not that rapid.
Right. Test is rapid, but the line to get
truly the biggest failure of the past year and a half has been the failure to develop faster COVID testing. I feel like that could have alleviated so many issues, and we just breezed past it. Like we just skipped ahead to the vaccine.
It's still like 15 minutes to get a result. Like if it could have been like a pregnancy test, just like
or like a breathalyzer essentially. Mm-hmm. That's how I would envision the most optimal one.
Yeah, I guess you do a breathalyzer, Rob.
No.
That's weird. Rob was drinking and I had to do a breathalyzer.
I don't even drink that much to where I would be driving drunk.
I don't know. I think I hear the cops coming to get Darren right now.
Well, thankfully, that's not on my stream.
That's me.
They drove right by Rob's apartment on the way to Darren.
Oh, okay. So I'll be hearing them in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other news, Dee Snider was on Celebrity Family Feud. And he won.
They've really expanded the definition of celebrity on these shows.
What? Dee Snider isn't a celebrity?
I mean, is he?
What?
2021?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's recognizable.
Yeah.
He's now one of those people that's just famous for being famous. It's not even being in Twisted Sister. He's done so much like
I love
reality
the 90s
work.
and shit.
Yeah.
He seems like a guy that they didn't bring on because he's famous. They brought because like Steve Harvey can gawk at the fact that he exists.
Yeah, a weird old man with long hair.
Right.
So his family faced Terry Bradshaw's family. Terry Bradshaw.
Was it his family or was it all of Twisted Sister?
Look at those two.
No, it was his family.
Oh my God.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's time for Celebrity Family Feud.
So it's not his family? Like who are they? Who are they?
Yeah, it's his family.
Oh, it is.
Playing for the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans.
But I think they have loose definition of family. Like one of these might be his son's
Manager.
girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Is one of their names Shy?
Probably.
It's just a description of them. They asked for an adjective to put up there.
This guy's a fucking monster. Hate Terry
Just him and
Bradshaw.
4 Fox News reporters.
There has to be a sex tape of Terry Bradshaw saying how fat he is, and he just
Oh my God.
Feels like a pig.
What's the Terry Bradshaw version of chicken parm? Is it like an alligator sandwich, like a po' boy?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Sloppy Joe.
Cajun shrimp.
I appreciate that. Well, welcome to Celebrity Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve
Oh,
Good
Harvey.
suit.
Fucking.
He's dressed like the Tin Man. It's
I'm
amazing.
blinded. Oil me.
Get your ass in this WD-40.
Now, I want to say, like, this is on broadcast television, Sunday night ABC, and the prize is $25,000 for charity. Like, that's nothing.
Yeah. Pre-tax. Did he just do like the comedian, like the white people talk like this voice? It sounded like when he did the Snyder Family.
It sounded
No, I think
weird.
it's his
Just
presenting
announcer
voice.
voice.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, D. Snyder, lead singer.
Snyder.
of the
Yeah, that's what I
heavy
picked
metal
up.
band Twisted Sister. This dude a legend right here, man. One of the top.
Name one
Name
Twisted
3
Sister
songs. Yeah.
He also starred in a reality series called Growing Up Twisted.
Oh, I didn't know there was a reality
Got a new
series.
solo
Yeah.
album coming out
It was on
called
A&E, I
Leave a
believe.
Scar.
Was that the same channel that had the Gene Simmons reality
Yeah.
show?
Yeah, he looks good in terms of how much he's aged. He doesn't. I wouldn't say he looks good. I mean, he looks like not old for how old he is.
Yeah.
Looks
He looks
better than
healthy.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
his wife looks great.
I mean,
D. Snyder almost looks like a human being next to Terry Bradshaw.
Here's my third youngest son, Cody, writer director.
oh dear.
Our youngest,
That's unfortunate. He looks like Damon Lindelof with hair and a dye job.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
man.
His male offspring
Oh.
are rough.
Was that dude an extra from Happy Days?
Oh
Who
my
was that
God.
guy?
All his kids look like, all his male kids look like the sperm, like the egg had to wait for the sperm to get over the finish line. It was like, come on.
They look like dudes that work at a gas station. That's all they look like.
All right, let's see one of these.
Fast Money. This is them on Fast Money.
Oh boy.
This is where they ask the 5 questions and see if they're up there. You got to get 100 points.
All right, you ready?
Everybody just
20
looks
seconds on the clock,
tired.
please.
Like nobody wants to be here. It's just like, all right.
You'd
We
love
all
to
just have to
sleep
do
in
this.
on
We're only
Saturday
doing this for
morning,
25,000. Can we just
but
get this
you
over with?
always
Come on.
get woken up
Not even for
early
them.
by what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids. How many hours can you drive before you need to take a break? 5. Fill in the
Liar.
blank. Toe,
That guy has to
that's
pee every 2
T-O-E,
hours.
Blank. Jam. Name
Hasn't
something
driven
you
a
can
car
drink
in 30
hot or
years.
cold. Coffee.
Pronounce the band Ghost.
Ghost.
Bzzz. Sorry, the PR person said Youst.
you said Ghost, damn it. I meant the band Ghost. I think Rob's frozen.
No, I'm not frozen.
Oh, okay.
The
Just grief stricken.
the video got copyright stricken on the YouTube stream
Oh, wow. That was quick.
because of the Family Feud. It's just auto detected.
Ugh. Even that.
That's what
it's not
happens on professional podcasts.
It was
Well,
it
I mean,
now. It's not even a song. Was it like because of
It's just copyrighted video. I mean, it's their content that we're.
It's just
we're
weird that they
streaming
can
on our
detect
channel.
that when it's just Steve Harvey talking.
It's on
you know?
YouTube. It's like YouTube video.
Rob, whose
YouTube
side are
video.
you on? It's like you're defending YouTube against us. What
I'm
the fuck,
saying it's
man?
easy. I'm just saying it's easy for them to
Fucking
tag it.
internet bootlicker. God.
I think the copyright laws are total bullshit. I think in regards to, I mean, I guess there's a fine line there. Like, you know, you shouldn't be streaming a UFC show or whatever. But like,
Yeah, because that's just terrible programming.
But so why not go
Right,
on a
you shouldn't
case?
be doing that.
Why not
I did
go on
watch
a-
one once, and Dave Chappelle came out though, and
Oh,
he did.
no. They just punched him in the face.
He did a song from Kid A. It was crazy.
But what? Like, my point is, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that streaming an MMA show is bad for some reason. Why not go on a case-by-case basis and take those down and not just have a bot that fucking deletes perfectly normal uses?
because YouTube is used by millions of people. They don't have the manpower to case by case
Get
Or
the
woman
manpower. So the
Person
solution is
power.
to just fuck everybody over then?
That's their solution for them. It's like that's the easiest way. I don't I'm not defending
Who
it.
are
I'm
you
just
fucking
saying.
over? Who's getting fucked over? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know
Us,
that. I don't know
Bravo.
that we're
Content.
a minute less of Steve Harvey. I think we could.
Yeah, like we
That
really got
might have
screwed
been
'cause
like
we couldn't
YouTube
see
saying,
the
"All
end
right,
of a Family
guys."
Feud clip.
I don't agree with you, Sid. I mean, we have like a whole element of our shows that we can't do anymore because of copyright
true.
strikes. We can't play music or anything online on our show anymore.
That's true. But usually the music we'd have been playing was crappy anyway.
True, but like we watch crappy movies on our
Yeah.
Patreon. You know,
Yeah, we do
it's
that.
like-
Hush, hush.
yeah, I was gonna say until they find out we're doing it. Lonnie's
You
gonna
can't play
razz
music on the show anymore?
out. No, I mean we can play certain things that aren't copyrighted. Like we can
We
do
avoid
Thrasher-
we avoid doing it.
we can do Thrasher or Trash It because those are like indie bands. and
Yeah.
stuff,
Right.
but we
I
can't
thought you just did that on purpose because you're underground. Because you don't want to give more attention to the mainstream.
We'll get like a copyright strike for an episode from like 10 years ago, and it's like we had a Justin Bieber song on for a few minutes or something like that. So just want to avoid that kind of stuff.
I think we got one for the Ja Rule Metallica song a while
Did we?
ago. I'm pretty sure.
That's way back.
Never though for Lou Reed and Metallica. That they were totally okay with us playing.
Please
I
play
like
this.
someone play it.
This reminds me, I need to get my lawyers on that Rob Stay in Europe song.
Uh,
I haven't gotten any royalties, residual, like nothing from
well, I
that
mean,
for a
we think of
while,
you as a
so-
prince, so that's a kind of royalty.
But yeah, you need to take those down.
Okay.
But so D. Snyder won. He won the money.
Yes,
For his
he won the
family?
25 grand for families of veterans was the
Wasn't it homeless veterans?
families of homeless veterans.
Oh, so the homeless
Right.
veterans stay homeless,
Yeah,
but their families just get some cash.
they don't get shit.
They're in their houses too.
Yeah, you got to promise not to give any of this money to your homeless veteran relative. Just
Right.
go on a vacation, but don't let them have the keys to the place while you're gone.
Yeah, because like if it was families of veterans, you could say maybe they died or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but families of homeless veterans, let them in the house.
It's fucked
Don't
up.
need any money for
And
that.
until they get like a new dishwasher or something.
Yeah.
Then after they do that, maybe they'll be ready.
Oh, see what happened was the door was stuck, closed, and we used the money to open it so they could come in.
These families of homeless veterans, they all need new doors and windows. It's crazy.
We're gonna take the bars off. Costs money.
It's true.
They're all getting security systems, actually. That's what they need.
See, we live near the beach, and they would do fireworks displays every Friday, and he would just freak out constantly. So we had to ask him to go.
Oh no. It's terrible. Okay. In sports news, former Cup star Ben Zobrist claims.
About that.
Is this an own guy? Is this a
Yeah,
or
yeah, he
nobody?
was
It's like a serviceable
Fuck
player.
this guy. I hate this guy.
Good player.
Well, good
What
news
did he
for you,
do?
Lonnie. He claims his wife Juliana had an affair with their pastor, and he's suing.
What is he suing for? Who is he suing? Explain
The
this.
minister is
I gotta-
accused
I-
of
I'm sorry, Robert, to interrupt you. You got to read the pastor's name because it's so funny.
the hold on.
I
So
hope
wait,
it's
first off,
Fazul. Please be Fazul.
I'm okay. The pastor's name is Byron Yawn.
Byron Yawn.
Yeah.
Like the word
Yawn.
yawn,
Yes,
Y-A-W-N?
YAWN. Yes.
Wow.
No, yawn, not wow.
All right.
So Ben Zobrist discovered his wife's having an affair with the minister. The minister was also accused of defrauding Zobrist's charity foundation, for which he worked.
Nice.
So
he's
Zobrist is seeking $6 million in damages from Jan, who is also the CEO of Forrest Crane and Company, a Nashville consulting firm. This guy is a pastor and runs a consulting firm.
It's the oldest trick in the book. This oldest scam. You tap that ass and then you just embezzle the money out of the
He
charity
consults dudes on how to bang other guys' wives.
and embezzle from their charity at the same time.
Wow. I hope the charity wasn't for homeless veterans.
D. Snyder's pissed, man. He's coming to find Brandon Yawn right now.
We didn't even find out what Terry Bradshaw's one was.
Oh, yeah,
I guess
that's
we'll
a good
never
point.
know.
Brandon Yawn, because of you, Brandon Yawn, there's at least 1,000 homeless veterans banging on doors right now.
So I guess they were having marriage problems, and the pastor was their counselor.
Man, an inside job.
Which is like, that seems like a conflict of interest to be boning one of the. Also,
you
like
think?
a power thing, a power dynamic, weird power dynamics there.
I mean, maybe he's one of those guys that had trauma as a child from having the name Yawn.
Oh my God!
Like lashed out and became a bad person.
They apparently had a sexual relationship for a year, the pastor and this ex-wife, who is a Christian vocalist.
Oh, yes.
Can we see what the pastor and the ex-wife look like? I know what Ben Zobrist looks like. I want to get a full picture.
Let me see.
You want a mental spank bank?
The wife is here. I don't see a photo of Byron Yawn.
He must be somewhere. If he's got a consulting firm, he's probably got pictures up somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe he's like, there's some videos of him preaching on YouTube or something. We could see what his sermons are like.
Be careful when you Google Yawn, because you're gonna get like a roofie fetish porn or something.
Maybe that's how he got into her pants the first time.
Oh no!
Just Google Byron Yawn. Yeah, you'll get a picture.
So this is her.
That's an interesting hair choice.
Juliana Sobrist.
Oh, she's a singer. She sang the national anthem before the game. That's another. Hey, by the way, it's another inside job. You relying on your husband to get you gigs?
And then this is
Byron Yawn.
Byron Yawn,
real looker.
Here he looks like a fucking murderer.
Yeah,
he looks like late career Ray Liotta right there.
I could see it.
I can see it. Oh, this is his wife.
She doesn't look impressed.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that was a good move for him.
So that's that.
Wow.
Yep. You're saying he upgraded?
I don't know.
I think there are no winners here.
Yeah, that's my feeling.
Probably.
Zobrist would be a winner if he didn't lose $6 million in the deal.
Mm. They did have a 1-year relationship. It's not like he just, tapped that ass and left.
So you're saying maybe it's true love?
Yeah, maybe
he's
they
a
were
man
really
of God.
into each other. You got to go where your calling takes you.
It is weird that as a pastor, you're committing adultery with the people you're counseling. Like, there's a lot of layers of sin there. It seems like,
but people are sinners, Rob. I mean, that's just Jesus forgives you.
You're right. You're right. Hate the sin, not the sinner.
Just ask Steve Harvey. He knows all about it.
This should be the next episode of Celebrity Family Feud. The Zobrist family versus the Yawn family. And Zobrist's wife has to pick which side she's playing for.
Guns.
Ben Zobrist is playing for divorce lawyer fees.
Oh, man.
It's the Yawn family.
Oh, we just got another copyright strike from me.
Yeah, from your humming. If I play the Steve Harvey jump thing, would that get parody strike? You think?
No, I think it was just the video footage.
Because it has the Van Halen.
I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to tell you something that every successful person has to do.
Well, the jump is the copyright infringement.
Believe it or not, every successful person in this world has jumped. Jump. 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 You got to jump. You got to jump, man. Jump.
Oh, Steve.
What is that from?
Well, that was he did there was a footage that circulated of him talking to the audience after Family Feud was over, and he does inspirational speeches apparently.
Okay.
So he's just like, you got to jump, you got to take a chance, And That was
They
really
put that
cringy.
together. Got it.
You all right, Rob?
I'm okay.
What's for dinner?
Oh,
Oh, were you trying to
What's for
stifle?
dinner,
Were you trying to
I'm
stifle
gonna
a
have a
Brandon yawn?
I'm gonna have a salmon burger
Salmon
condiments?
burger.
with
Good shit,
garlic
me.
and kale in there.
No, like mayo, no aioli or anything.
That sounds very healthy.
Yeah, so I like to put a little sriracha mayo on it,
Okay.
like a salad.
What kind of bun?
I have a multi-grain bun.
Oh,
Rob, whenever he eats a burger, he has 3 buns. It's
But this, there were 3 patties, so patties. So I already had the burger version. I'm gonna have this with like a salad. It's like a top patty. Thank you.
lettuce wrap.
No, just
Cool.
like some baby spinach, some tomatoes, some cucumbers, a little Italian dressing.
What's the difference between regular spinach and baby spinach?
A little baby spinach, little tiny spinach.
It's
Little
just
tiny-
smaller pieces.
I don't know. It's just the pre-washed box of fucking lettuce. that
So
I got.
you're the baby. It's like for the babies that don't know how to wash spinach. We have baby spinach.
Gotta
I
wash
still
your
wash
lettuce
it.
for you, baby.
What are you having for dinner, Lonnie?
I don't know yet. I have a wife that does that for me. So whatever she wants to make.
Scream up to her. Maybe she'll scream down what's on the menu.
Nah, she can't hear me.
Call her up.
Let's get her on
Let's get
the
her
Zoom.
I really don't know. It will be. So I don't know. Who knows? That
Sid,
sounds
what do
like
you have?
2 more hours.
Let's go around the loop.
We've
2
got
more
a
hours,
fresh
Sid.
direct chicken stir fry kit.
Ooh.
for tonight, you mean?
Yeah.
I made the other night. I mean leftovers. So I made roasted turkey thighs with garlic and butter sauce.
Ooh.
Sounds like Darren wins.
Yeah.
All right,
so.
but it's leftovers. Yours are going to be brand new, so it's like a level playing field.
I guess you can say that.
Yellow rice. Should I add that in? Yellow rice.
Ooh.
The side is boring. You have better sides than I do.
Rob,
I mean, I'm having salad. That's a pretty boring side.
croutons.
That's a bad sign. No
No,
croutons.
there's no croutons.
Dressing?
What's the point of croutons? Yeah,
What do you
Italian
mean,
dressing.
what's the point of croutons? What the fuck is wrong with
The
you?
whole
They're
point
great.
of having a salad is not to have carbs. The croutons.
I'm actually
cancel
going to
that out.
agree with Rob. I'm anti crouton at this point.
I'm going to straddle the fence here and just say that I think I like croutons in the salad only because it's like I sort of need to ramp up to healthiness. So I feel like it's good. It's good to. I feel like eating a salad with croutons is like 90% good, and that's better than not doing it, and it entices
Sure.
me to do it.
Yeah,
I think
a
that's fair.
crouton in a salad is a treat that I don't deserve.
Oh, wow.
Are you going to be on our Patreon next week, crying into someone's lap?
I thought it was chest. Lap?
Oh, sitting on the lap. You're right. Sitting on the lap, crying into a chest was what.
Lonnie's actually going to be starting a salad column for us, where every week he gives us various ways to
Yep,
cook a
nope.
salad without
Yep.
croutons.
I eat the same one every day, so can I do that column? Because it'd be really easy for me to write.
What-
I'll just be
what's
the
it-
same one every time.
What do you throw in there? In that salad?
Baby lettuce.
Arugula.
Regular adult lettuce.
E.g. arugula.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, some turkey, some like bacon pieces,
Oh.
and some avocado.
Oh.
No dressing?
Yeah, some like crazy like diet ranch dressing, something that we have that's made out of like avocado oil.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I've been skipping all the meat that's not chicken or poultry because trying to avoid ass cancer. I had
Go
ahead.
Is that a thing?
sorry, where does turkey fall in? Is turkey
Turkey
full
is
of
a-
ass cancer? Or?
No, turkey's acceptable.
Okay.
It just raises the risk. It's not like you eat one burger and you're gonna die or anything, but I just feel like
Oh, just
Unless
in
it's
general,
a
like red
salmon
meat is
burger.
not healthy for you.
Oh no, Rob.
I want to.
It's
I went to the. I think I spoke on the air about this, but like actually late December, I went to the gastroenterologist and I had to coat the old camera up the pooper, and like they found the things that are not dangerous if removed, but can be dangerous if they continue. So, which the guy assured me is very normal, but also you can get rid of even those if you eat healthy. So, I'm trying to do that.
And a little sneak preview for our patrons. That's going to be our July 1st episode. It's going to be the
It's gonna
video
be
of
our
Dan's
watch-along.
colonoscopy.
Just got the MP4.
It's going to be on cassette also.
We're just editing and polishing, and we're going to do the overdubs tomorrow.
Yep. It's called. It's like, what is it called? The Big Brown Set.
Into the
Something.
never.
Is that how you guys are putting it together to sell it?
The big old box, as Rob said. We're going to use that. Metallica didn't use it. Look
Big old
inside
box of
my
shit.
big old box.
Big brown box. It's good.
Big old brown box.
I'm sort of surprised Metallica hasn't done something like that too at this
Yeah.
point.
It is old and brown. It's not that big.
That seems like a Primus thing, a big brown box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry had a big brown
Yes.
box. Big brown box shit.
All right. Well, I think this is a good place to put the seal on the deal. And
Wait,
Lonnie,
we're
thanks
gonna have
for-
sex now?
Oh,
I
But,
hope
yeah, I
so.
don't want to put the seal on the deal. That doesn't sound like that's going to work out for me. Can we not do that?
I didn't know that I opened up chat roulette here.
You shouldn't be going on that anymore. There's got to be something better for you.
Yeah, I don't think that exists anymore.
That shows you how much I never use chat roulette. That I don't.
what's
know
the
that.
latest one, Rob?
Darren's the only one on there, so he just keeps getting like nobody
Yeah.
show
No,
up.
it's just like
Oh.
the site is so desperate that it's trying to link me with myself. I just see another image of me.
It looks like chat roulette is back up. It's like its
Oh.
own. It's like a new. Somebody bought the domain.
Do we want to do a half hour of us on chat roulette?
Is that for your Patreon also?
No, that's for everybody. Until YouTube knocks us down
Okay.
for being too sexy.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
All right,
wind
well,
it
thanks for
down.
being on the show. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're gonna wrap it up for us. I
No,
want to say
you've been a great ghost, so you go for it.
it's housed. I've been a great host. I do want to thank Ghost for calling and definitely check out his music. I really, really, genuinely love it. I love it. And I want to thank Lonnie for his dryness, his wit, his humor, and for putting headphones on
Irreverence.
for us.
And for
I put dryness last there, and then I put the other things first. I think that they're just better qualities.
for
But
his
thanks.
arranging of topics in a list. Thank you, Rotlani. For using the first 10 minutes of this show to catch up on emails. It's okay. Goust was on, so it's all right. We had something to talk about.
Yeah, you had coverage. It's good.
By the way, speaking of Gost, when I made that joke, the Gost joke, and he laughed like a little too hard and said it was great, was he being sarcastic, do you think? Or do you think
That
he
was
really thought
good.
funny?
That was. I like that. That was good. I think that was genuine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Like, was it like, oh, everybody makes this fucking joke, whatever, or
No, I
like
don't
he
think
was
so.
legitimately impressed?
I think it
think
was
it
like
was-
a two-step joke that very Sid-esque. I don't think that's something everyone's coming up with.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
like, it hurt my heart when he was giving the movie Drive props for inspiring his musical career. It's like, oh, yeah, there's got to be something better than that, man.
Well, to be fair, it's not. He's not giving
Not his
the
career.
movie the props. He's giving the score.
Yeah, I
of the
hated the
movie
score
props.
of that movie so much. It
Really?
was one of
What's
my
on
least
that? I
favorite
don't
things
know.
of the movie.
What's on
It's
it?
just it's synthwave. It's just like synthy. It's kind of like the Stranger Things kind of sound.
But more like Eurotrash version of that. Anyways, he's not on the. He can't hear me now, so it's okay. I'm sure his music is way better than the Drive soundtrack.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, so thank you to him, and I want to thank you,
Oh,
the
you're
Metal
welcome.
Injection livecast listener, not you,
Oh.
Sid,
Damn it!
Never
Fuck.
used it.
Fuck.
and especially the top livecast fans of the week. If you want to be a top livecast fan of the week, just give us $10 a month. Damn it! It's our $10 Patreon tier, and you get all the perks of the $5 tier, the bonus episodes, its column, and you get a little shout out at the end of the show. In honor of Goust, I'm going to mispronounce everyone's
That was gonna be my suggestion. Awesome.
name. And so first we have Araik. Then we have Rabaganush, aka Justine. Then we have Benjamin, El Duderino, Denar, Mindy Mears Keepa. Then we have Croak Destroyer.
I can't wait till you get to Shashor Shashutsits.
Then we have Sam Iam Iaz.
Oh, you pronounced that one right.
Well, it's already mispronounced.
All right, fair enough.
Gendaire. Then we have Chassusets.
Oh, I like the direction you went with that.
It's like a Midwestern accent or something like.
Then we have the
Minnesota kind
Crustacean Sensation, aka Gut Stumper.
of-
Delas.
Canadian.
Rabav and Perot. Then we have Hugo Likes to Coze. Linda Danks.
Linda Danks. I like that.
Linda Danks.
Yeah.
Then we have Lockhart. Then we have Scooby Doo 182.
That
I
was
wasn't
pronounced.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo 182. Then we have Douglas. Who are you? Liveson. That's our top Livecast fans of the week. Thank you guys for supporting the show, giving us a little extra love. And thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to all of our listeners. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. Sadly, Lonnie won't be here.
Should we close with our rendition of Nothing Else Matters?
Sure.
It's already 53 of them.
Trust I see and I find in you.
That doesn't sound different enough. I can't believe you couldn't put your own spin on it.
Yeah, shame on you, Rob. To a pulp
And
version.
nothing else matters.
Darren's not enjoying it, Rob.
Okay.
You
then
killed
I guess
Darren,
I
goddammit.
guess we should go then. All right. Thank
Bastard.
you all for listening.